It's crazy to think that the year 2025 is already like 8% over, but according to a number of really smart researchers and the trade publications to which they contribute their findings, this year is going to result in, or will show us, an increase in advertising spend across the industry. CMOs are feeling optimistic. Like 90% of them say that they're going to increase their advertising budget. Now, on the surface, that sounds like great news for the industry. But before we go popping champagne, let's break it down, because maybe we need to pump the brakes for a second. First off, rising ad spend doesn't necessarily mean the industry is thriving. For starters, platforms cost more to reach the same number of people like every year. And if you're spending more to run the same ads, that's not growth, that's inflation with a side of stress. It's like going to a grocery store and realizing your favorite snack costs now twice as much. Woo, are you excited? You're spending more, that's great, but you're not necessarily getting more for it. Second, cutting through noise is becoming a full contact sport in our industry. The clutter has never been worse, and everyone's riding the wave of optimism, so it costs more just to stand out. Now imagine being at a party where everyone is shouting. They're shouting louder and louder and louder to get noticed. That doesn't sound fun, right? Now imagine your budget is the voice trying to yell over that crowd. Good luck. Then there's what I call the big spender effect. It's a handful of companies who are just throwing down massive budgets, just skewing the numbers. So while the average ad spend may look healthy, the reality is that most brands are probably still tiptoeing their way through at least this first part of 2025. And at the end of the day, I feel like I'm saying this thing a lot lately, but spending more doesn't guarantee better ROI. Just like the stock market isn't some perfect indicator of economic health, rising ad budgets don't guarantee the industry is in now some golden era. More dollars are spent, but that could simply mean that we're paying more for diminishing returns. That's not strategy, that's survival. So what do you do if you're a marketer? Well, spend wisely, focus on efficiency, and invest where it counts. Optimism is great, but don't confuse it with a free pass to overspend. That's my 2 cents, and it's going to cost a lot more than just 2 cents now, especially with inflation, to get your ads and content seen. Probably worth less. Cheers to a smarter, not louder, rest of the year.